What's up, guys? How are y'all doing?
What's up?
Happy Tuesday. It's dark outside. I feel like it's way later than 6 o'clock.
Yeah, why are we doing this daylight savings still? I thought they agreed we were going to stop doing this crap.
No kidding.
What, it passed the Senate but didn't pass the House, I guess, or whichever way
What?
it goes.
What?
Passed
One
the first
side
one.
was able to agree to it, and the other side wasn't.
Yeah, passed the first step but didn't pass the last step.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are. Hope everybody's having a brighter day than we are.
And a good start to November. We haven't seen anybody since October. How was everybody's Halloween?
All right, exactly. How was Halloween? I was like the Grinch. I'd turn the lights off and was ready to yell at the kid, "Get off my lawn!"
Yeah, we didn't hand out candy this year. We only had like 4 last year. It was very few, so we didn't even worry about it this year.
Yeah.
Dude, we went to town with it. We went all over, like the best. Like we mapped out the best neighborhoods. We took Savannah and her friend, and we went down through the best neighborhoods, and then we went back down because there was a couple houses that were handing out some good stuff.
Well, that's the issue here. They go through Hospital Edition, and there's like 4 other subdivisions where, I mean, it's packed because they're giving out the good stuff and bowls of chili and hot dogs and popcorn balls and all the high dollar stuff.
I heard on the radio they're talking about a guy was giving out rotisserie chickens.
Oh, I like
They
that
said
guy.
a lot of people turned it down, and so one person was like, "Why would you turn down a whole already cooked chicken?" And then the one person on the other thing, "Yeah, but what if they put something in it and this and that?" And nowadays, I guess you do got to worry about that kind of stuff.
You never know. They could have put oregano in there.
Ooh.
Rosemary. Who puts rosemary in a rotisserie
Horrible,
chicken? It's
horrible.
ridiculous. 2023.
Wild Japan, how you doing? Peter Orchard, good to see you here, Peter.
What's up,
Chris,
guys?
good to see you, Chris.
Yeah, I've seen the typical maggots in Reese's peanut butter cups pictures on Facebook, but I think that was about the worst of it.
Yuck. I like my Reese's now. Don't put no maggots in my Reese's.
Yeah, I like Reese's too.
Yep.
I love Halloween. Like I'm not big on candies like that, but I do like a couple of my select chocolates every now and then. You know, Halloween being one of those times of year. Savannah likes Smarties. That is it. That's all she wants. She literally, her and her friend get together and they have trick or trade after Halloween is done. After they're done trick or treating, where they trade their candy, and she trades everything for she'll trade it for a bag of Smarties. That's all she wants. But then I get to recoup all of the Reese's Pieces and the chocolate and the sticker
Nice.
bars and stuff like that. So I make out like a bandit every Halloween.
Yeah, I remember those days. Now when I go to the dollar store, I'll go in with Janet and I'll just get what I want. So
You
Right.
feel like I'm an adult.
I'm grown now.
I guess that kind of takes the fun out of it. That's fine.
actually, he got some stuff from college. He brought a bag home from school.
Nice.
That's cool. Peter says he'd risk the rotisserie chicken. I do love me some good rotisserie chicken. I agree with that.
I agree. I don't know if there's rosemary in there. We're a different ballgame. I don't know if I could do that. It'd be awful. Or if they had, pencil lead in the chicken.
Oh yeah, lead. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. So speaking of which, main topic of the whole thing tonight, talking about lead. So the feds are banning lead weights and bullets in select National Wildlife Refuges, where you're allowed to hunt, where you're allowed to fish. I will bring up the article here. This is banned. This is already banned in a couple of states. They don't like lead weights. The issue being that lead gets into the water and it's poisonous. It can ruin fish eggs and things like that. Whatever the case is, it's like mercury in that it gets into the water, something like that. I'm bringing up the story now. What are your thoughts on them banning this, man? Now that it's becoming more of a federal thing.
I know. I don't know if it was states or what, but I know a lot of lead shot for waterfowl and stuff like that like in Texas, I know it's banned. I'm sure other states it's already. You're not even allowed to have like. I've got old shotgun shells been sitting around forever, and if I had it out with me when I was dove hunting or something, and they found them, it'd be a fine. So I got to make sure to go through all my ammo, and I haven't been hunting with a shotgun in literally a decade, probably. So I'm not up to spark, but I'm not sure. And fishing too, I've seen them replaced with tungsten and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not
more
sure.
expensive.
I'm not sure what they're going to use for bullets. So I have yet to see a replacement for lead bullets.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen some tungsten here and there
For bullets?
for bullet weights.
Yeah. No, bullets like out your rifle bullets.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, see, they've had a federal ban for waterfowl hunting with lead since I think 1991,
Yeah, I know it's been a long time.
and there's several.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't use lead waterfowl hunting, and there's several state sites in Illinois that you can't use lead for dove hunting or squirrel hunting.
Right.
You just can't use lead. So
Yeah.
yeah, as far as there being like a sabot bullet or something that's not lead, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're sleeved and all that, but all the bullets that I know, they've still got lead in the middle of them, right?
Yeah, when you're saying bullets, I was thinking you were talking about
No, I had shifted gears. Yeah, and for the hobbyists, right? Like I melt. Look at my Facebook page. I was just posting pictures. I'm melting lead for sinkers for going offshore and fishing. So you can't melt your own tungsten that I know of. And figure out how to make that into weights. That stuff's expensive too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What's everybody else think?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like if lead's bad, you definitely don't want. If it's as bad as they say it is, you definitely don't want it in your water system.
Yeah.
Your water sources. I think the EPA actually is trying to get all lead service lines out of residents. There's still a lot of water service lines that have lead coming in their house, so it's not
Exactly.
plastic.
Exactly.
I've seen that's a major concern.
Yeah, I've seen copper like sleeved bullets, but from the ones I've seen, there's still lead in the middle of them. But copper, that's going to be some expensive bullets. Hell, you go see a new housing area where they're putting up houses, doing the plumbing with copper, and people are in there stealing it, or stealing power line wires and stuff because it's copper. So copper is not cheap either.
Yeah. Well, Japan says copper, and I think he means bismuth. Bismuth, yeah. That's I don't know. There's good and bad with everything. The benefits of lead. The different things they use it for. Other than what we're talking about, even.
Yeah.
My 2 cents on. Well, I don't have a 2 cents on this. To be completely honest with you, it's going to be one of those issues that I am really like. I don't know what side of the fence to fall on. For one, yeah, lead is poisonous. I'm not going to argue that point. But for two, I don't think it seeps into the water supply the way that people say it does. That's fine. Ban it. I don't care. But you need to have a proper alternative. And it can't be that hard to figure out. Like, there's got to be something that you can do. And yeah, there's probably going to be some price issues with that. But I can't help but think that, yeah, I know, money's going to be a thing. And but it's only going to be a money like in these select areas. You know what I mean? We're not talking about you have to revamp your entire 5-gallon bucket bag. And you're saying, I hope they don't ban lead weights in Florida. I got a couple 5-gallon buckets of lead weights. Same here. Like, I collect lead off the jetties. But they're not. I mean, if they go for a full ban worldwide, which is that kind of what we're talking about here, is that kind of scenario. Right now, they're just doing it in select places. Funny enough, Peter, you're talking about only affected by lead weights for bald eagles and Californians. California is not one of the places that banned lead, which is hilarious. I think they'd be the first ones on that.
No, I thought they had already banned it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm fine with I'm fine with cement weights. You know, like if I'm going to make my own weights for shark fishing and stuff like that, it's just more cost effective to make them out of PVC pipe and cement. I have no problems doing that. Bullets is a different ballgame, though. But see, I don't see the issue of like lead bullets. Are Grant, you know, you're up there. You guys have hunting like in a way that we just don't have. Are you just sitting there spraying bullets everywhere you go? How much lead are you putting into the environment?
Right. Well, that's lead. I don't use lead. Other than shooting skeet, I'll use lead loads to shoot target practice. You know, but that's about it. You know, duck hunting, I'm using steel.
Or lead bullet is bad for the deer.
Yeah. We joke about
okay, the deer's dead anyways. We shot it. So.
This is the first year we can use a rifle for deer hunting. So,
that's right. Yeah, you guys had that rule on that.
Yeah, I'm not rifle hunting, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, Wild Japan, you're right about that. According to that article, they're talking about eliminating it in these select regions, in these select areas that they're talking about. It expires in 2026. My family just got home, so that's why they're yelling in the background. They can't just walk in the house; they have to walk in yelling. Don't be sorry, you're fine. So yeah, I mean, like so you know, we're talking about this from the standpoint of these guys who are doing it in these national wildlife refuges. If they did something like that on Padre Island, man, that would be a different conversation. It'd be a different argument for me.
Well, they put a bounty on it for you to dive and collect all the lead out of the ocean.
If they did that, I would just collect all the lead in my garage and say, "Here, look what I found in the ocean."
All right. Yeah, Canada has a ban on those lead weights on your tires, which I would think is a bigger issue than bullets or lead weights for fishing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they're little tiny things on your tires to, you know, so why can't you just use iron, or I guess because that would aluminum? I don't know. I just can't help but think that there would be a healthy alternative for that tiny little thing.
Yeah, I think
it hurts.
Yeah, I'm guessing, you know, like copper and lead, all those soft metals don't rust.
That's true. Yeah, which is funny because that's one of the reasons why I use the hooks that I do, so that they do rust.
Even stainless steel rust. Somebody tried to explain it as it's stainless, not stainless. I'm like, I see what you mean. Still rust.
Yeah, Ben, I think I remember when you put out that thing on that, and I apologize. I probably should have cited you on that. I didn't. Sorry. But yeah, I'm in the same way. I've looked into this before, and I don't have any like solid research to be able to lean on. But I don't think I am not familiar with any studies that actually say. I had a conversation with Darcy. It was like a year ago with Brian, not Darcy, but we were talking about that. We were having a conversation about it because he was arguing that this is stupid. It's stupid that people are banning it. It's just dumb because it doesn't get out into the water. And I don't know if that's correct or not, because I'm not a scientist and I'm not the person to ask, but I've never seen anybody have anything conclusive that says that happens.
Hey, Zane, that's an interesting comment. I've never thought of it that way, right? You say all of a sudden rifles are allowed. That deer that was at, 100 yards even looking at you like, you can't hit me with that bow from there. Bam.
Right.
Now that deer's down.
Yeah, I know some people that would shoot 150 with their shotgun.
150 yards with a shotgun?
Yeah, 20 gauge.
Holy
wow.
geyser.
Yeah, single shot 20 gauge.
Holy, a 20 gauge?
A hell of a shot, man.
Yeah, it is. That's what I've shot.
Right.
There'll be more now when they make it legal.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know people that would shoot them out of a truck.
Yeah. Yeah, Bagden says stainless steel hooks are banned here for shark fishing.
They're also banned here for shark fishing.
I don't know.
Yeah, they are. And
Yeah,
in federal waters, reef fish like snapper or grouper or any of that, circle hooks, you can't use stainless steel circle hooks. And you have to use circle
I was
hooks.
wondering
You
what
can't
that
use
rule
stainless steel.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I know that there was a thing.
So they
I
want
don't
them to
use
be able
it.
to rust out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that too.
Zane says with those rifle barrels that Savage came out with for the 220 and the 212s, it's doable now. 150-yard shots, I guess.
A rifle, so you're using a slug with a rifled barrel. Okay, I understand that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Sabot slugs, is that what they're called?
Are those ones that come apart? I think they are.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got like a plastic sleeve at the base.
Right.
I think.
Again, that's only a short-term problem for the deer as far as lead poisoning.
Right.
It already did. And most people shoot. I don't think there's lead in the meat or anything. And I know most people, when they shoot a deer, that bloody part that you actually shot, you cut that away anyways. You're not eating it. So I think the idea of getting lead, some kind of lead poisoning from shooting something with a rifle and then eating it is ridiculous.
If I feel like if we're going to have this conversation, we need to talk about like maybe some other things that are like I feel like we should talk about things that are worse. If lead is an issue, why are we not addressing Teflon, which is a much larger issue? Like you have Teflon in your system. 95% of human beings on planet Earth have Teflon in their muscles. From it scrapes off of pans when you eat and stuff like that, and that gets into your system. It's a microplastic that stays with you for the rest of your life. Talking about that, let's talk about microplastics. I think that's worse than lead.
I'm not arguing any of that. But it's easier for them to control things like lead for fishing and hunting.
True.
Right. Yeah, I guess they're not making any money off of it. It's not like cigarettes that are bad for everybody. That they're making money off of it. So it's okay.
Yeah, they're still out there. Yeah.
Good call. You're right about that. It's something that can be done. And if there's something that can be done, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it just because it's not the preeminent thing, but still. Like I agree, Ben. Microplastics I think are a much bigger deal than lead.
Yeah.
But if you have the ability to affect something and you don't have as much of an ability to affect another thing, okay, I kind of get it. Like, affect the thing you can, I suppose. I feel the same way though. Like I really don't care if we can or can't. Like just give me a proper alternative.
Yeah, that's gonna be key.
Yeah, does that include like lead jig heads, lead everything?
Yeah, that's all got to be tungsten. That's the only thing they really use now for jig heads and stuff like that. If it's not lead, it's tungsten, but it costs a lot more.
Yeah. Why is tungsten the alternative for weights?
I guess because of the weight by volume. You know what I mean? Like lead, a little bit of lead is real heavy, so it's hard to find another like gold, right? Gold's real heavy so I think tungsten closely matches lead. An ounce of tungsten, an ounce of lead are about the same size, is what I think.
Same density.
Yeah.
So
they'll act the same.
So like when you're shooting a shotgun, lead flies faster than the tungsten or the bismuth or the steel.
Wow, I didn't know
definitely
that.
Fast. Steel's slow compared to the others.
Huh? I didn't know that.
So that's why people shoot the bismuth. And
I love that. That's the bottom line, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? That's like 90% of our conversations all kind of come down to that specific argument right there. The that.
And the problem is, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, you had people could argue the point where now the people that are inputting to this are folks that probably have no hunters even in their families. Don't think people need to hunt. You know, the food's in the grocery store. Why do you need to shoot? And so they're all on board with getting rid of all those things that we use when we go outdoors.
Well, they say, yeah, the part of the argument is that it's a form of torture. That hunting is torture. Not having them in the, you know, in those chicken coops where it's 100,000 chickens that are kept in a box this size with broken legs and in, you know, working it. No. It's the hunting that's mean. It's cool.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The lead's lighter, so
that's why it flies faster. Okay.
So yeah, so actually for fishing weight, tungsten might be better.
Yeah, you know, and that's a heck of a point actually. Like, as much as I think there are things that we need to fix in house, it's actually other countries that we don't have a lot of say over that are causing kind of some of those bigger issues. If you're talking about things like the continental trash, environmental impact, things like that.
Yeah, when people start talking crap to us about us, hey, go over to China and talk to them about it. You know, go to some of these other countries where you give a crap about that stuff and talk to them about it and see how far you get talking to them about it. They do it here because they know they can do it here. Freedom of speech and all that.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point, Ben.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. Man, y'all remember the reports on how fresh the air was when that happened?
What's that?
When the pandemic happened, everybody was under quarantine.
Right.
They were saying that they were seeing air quality levels that they would have expected not to have seen that for decades.
Huh.
And it happened over the course of like months.
Make everybody stay home.
Yeah, less traffic.
Yeah.
Drastic.
But then all of a sudden, everybody bought boats and ski-doos, and the lakes were overcrowded, and it was just
everybody's. All of a sudden, there's like 1,000 fishing channels. I'm not gonna lie, got on my nerves a little bit. Fine, everything's fine. Just as long as they don't come after my mercury bullets.
Mercury bullets. Yeah, mercury used to be a big thing because it was in a lot of things. Mercury switches for your light under your hood when you open your hood, all that kind of stuff, which also work for explosives and stuff.
Make the hook. You've been around for a minute. You don't fall under that. And I'm not even like, I'm generally just saying that anyone who ever owned a GoPro is now a fishing YouTuber after 2020.
Right?
Yeah.
Bait the hook. You're a coin channel now, aren't you?
I thought it was a guitar channel.
No, he's a YouTube person. He's an influencer.
He did go to the beach a couple times this year.
What was he doing videos on coins? I didn't see that.
Yeah, bait the hook. Yeah, he does a lot of coin giveaways and stuff.
All right.
Yeah, we hadn't got together and fishing forever.
Yeah, you know, we had some issues with, like, they closed the beaches on us. We weren't allowed to go to the boat ramps, which was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in the world. And that says something. But whatever. It wasn't too bad. I didn't mind just hanging out at the house.
Farmall got a big deer a couple days after Halloween, I think it was.
Nice.
Oh, yeah? I didn't see that one either.
Nice bud. Big 4-year-old. What's up, Brandon O'Neill?
What's up, man? How are you doing? How was your Halloween?
Yeah, we pretty much sound like Stanley up on the panel up here. Stanley's about the only one who did anything for Halloween.
If you guys, seriously, you only have so many holidays in a year. You only have so many like events to celebrate in your life. Sometimes you've got to get out on the yard, quit yelling at the kids, and go and enjoy the day. You're only given so many.
I do Halloween, 1, when I was a kid, and 2, when I have kids. Now, this grandbaby that's coming in February, I'll start doing Halloween again because I'll have a grandbaby to do it with. But just 2 old people in the house, we don't need kids coming, ringing the doorbell, asking for handouts.
I think that's part of the experience is having that old guy, that goofy old guy, but you have to actively be out there yelling at them and provide them that experience. There's nothing wrong with that.
I chased them with a chainsaw before out of the garage. That's when we were giving out candy.
That's awesome.
Hopefully, it didn't have a blade on it or chain on it.
It didn't.
It was dull.
Now, I spent the day prepping the garden for the 25 degrees Halloween night.
And how'd the garden fare?
We picked all the peppers, all the tomatoes, all the beans, all the okra, because the next morning, I'm glad we did because it was all froze and it was toast.
Even in the thing you made, the greenhouse?
No, not in the greenhouse. The greenhouse, everything was good, and I did pull some things to put in there. But now the Brussels sprouts and the lettuces and the greens, pretty much the only thing left.
That's cool. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. A lot of places the kids go to a local school and they do something safe for them, you know what I mean? Or a church or whatever. So even when we were giving out candy here, I didn't see near as many trick-or-treaters as there used to be.
Yeah, we have some churches that do that trunk or treat. They basically have a box of candy in the trunk of a car, and the kids just walk by and get some.
We had some trunk or treat stuff, and that's kind of to us. It was just like another, one of the longer stops along the path while we're going down the road.
Yeah, trick-or-treated by messenger. I don't even want to know what he means.
he said he had to work on Halloween. Sorry, man. That's a bummer.
Yeah, he's working out of town.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, a plane flight away, not just a drive away.
Wild Japan too spent Halloween traveling.
And Wild Japan's been posting some good pictures still.
Dude, yeah, I got to say in advance, we're going to be taking a look at pictures in a minute here. We're not there just yet, but Wild Japan, like anybody here who's not in the Discord server, you need to go and check that out because some of these guys, they deserve an apology for the sheer amount of like just insane stuff that they've been doing and sharing on there. Cannot physically fit all of that into one live stream here. I mean, we'd be here for days.
Mm-hmm.
I think what have you went and visited like half a dozen mountains plus fishing plus other stuff in 2 weeks?
Very cool, very cool.
Oh wow.
Been all over the place.
Hey, Stanley.
Yes, sir.
What's up with you? You said you got like a John boat and you were getting a motor for it. What's going on with all that?
Well, you got to be doing that to me, man.
I was just starting to think about boats, and I thought, well, Stanley did say.
Yeah. I guess a couple of things are holding me up on it. I got the boat motor. It's 15 feet away from me right over here.
Oh, wow.
Still packed up nice and in the box. Still good and safe. Brand new. Haven't pulled it out yet. The John boat itself, I've got to do some work to the trailer to get it out of the yard. And I went to go do it on a couple of occasions. My dad had surgery on his shoulder. So the time that I would have spent working on the trailer to get it out of there, I was spent working on doing stuff for him instead.
Okay.
Kind of bowed me up a little bit, but
All right.
it is my intention to get that thing out there. I want to get it over to Lake Mathis. I need to pick your brain about doing some fishing over there.
Yeah,
and that's one of the things I'm doing.
I'm looking forward to seeing you get that thing out there, man.
Yeah, me too. We're gonna have some fun with it.
It opens up some new capabilities for you. You know what I mean?
A lot. I'm gonna be taking that thing offshore, by the way. I'm going deep.
All right.
That's how I was breaking that thing down offshore 8 miles out.
Yeah, I did get, I've got CETO. So if I do break down, I can call them up and they'll come drag my butt in.
Will they do that for a John boat? That'd be kind of funny. But
if you're paying them, they'll do it for any boat.
I wouldn't mind that. That would give me a very good sense of security out there. I'm hitting those over.
So as long as you have a way to contact them from out there.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would actually be kind of comical if I got a CETO and not a marine radio.
Yeah, couldn't call nobody or anything. That would suck.
Mm-hmm. What's up, G Llama?
What's up, man?
Hey.
So yeah, I'm going to be getting that thing out there. I've actually, I've decided that I want to be an aluminum fabricator. Like that's my goal in life. I was watching a bunch of videos on how they retrofit John boats, how they work on them, clean them up, the work that they do to them. I'm enthralled with that. I think it's fascinating. It's freaking awesome. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna do some amazing work with that boat.
Hey Ben, I've been watching that. I know it was days. I don't know if they got it off the beach yet.
Wow.
Have you guys seen that thing? I mean, it's a huge freaking yacht.
No, I saw a video of a black one, a black yacht that sunk.
No, it isn't sink. It's on the beach. And they lost power to the generator. They lost power to the motors. And so it just drifted into the beach. And they were out there. CETO was out there busting lines, trying to pull them. And the last I heard, it was several days, and they hadn't got off the beach yet. So I don't know. Anybody got a recent update on that thing?
I'm pulling that up right now.
Beautiful boat. Oh, my gosh. There's TikToks all over about this thing.
That is, jeez, man.
Look at that.
You know that thing is stripped. What happened?
They lost power. Lost power, and thing drifted right up to the beach. 92 foot. I guarantee there was somebody there watching over that thing the whole time. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Our boys, wavy boats.
$10 million.
That's crazy.
You get all these guys over here. Man. I'm not going to do anything mean to a boat owner or anything, but I can't help but think that thing would have never touched sand if I'd have had the opportunity to be in the vicinity of that when that happened. I'd have taken that John boat, I'd have dragged that thing back offshore, and nobody would have ever seen it again.
Yeah, you've done better than CETO was doing, because they were busting their straps trying to drag that thing out.
True, that's true. Yeah, I saw that.
What's up, fish head videos?
What's up, man? I can't even imagine what that's just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Throw the anchor, you lose power. That's a good idea.
The generator, I think, it uses a generator for the anchor. It's not just a simple small boat anchor.
Oh yeah.
What, they had to have an app? Like their phone died, and all of a sudden,
an app for that?
Oh, come on, man.
No, the generator and motors failed, is what they said. Now,
Peter, that's what 10 million buys you now.
Yes.
Anchors are expensive. I bet it was a lead anchor.
It probably was. That's what the problem was.
Yep.
It would
Exactly.
have poisoned the marine life. I couldn't imagine, though. Could you imagine just having the money to afford that thing and then have that happen to it? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he's got 12 million in insurance, I'm sure.
But still, that would hurt my heart if it was mine to see that happen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. And it's probably that thing's been beached, so I don't know if he's getting it back.
He's responsible to get it out of there.
No. He's responsible for getting it out of there. But I mean, now insuring it again, I think that's going to be a different ballgame, right?
I guess they could total it, but I doubt it. I don't think it'd cost that much to clean up the bottom and fix up.
I bet you money they don't total it, but he's going to get stuck with. He's going to have to do like $20,000 worth of repairs, or I don't even know the numbers, but an insane amount of repairs to ensure that the hull was not compromised when it got beached.
Well, that's what the inspectors have to look at. Mm-hmm. That's why you got the dang insurance, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's why you pay for it.
Issues like that, it gets sick quick.
Yeah. If Cito's not a tugboat, it should be.
Well, I know they had different size ones, but for that they would need something extra large. You'd think, I don't know, Coast Guard or somebody lend a hand, get that thing out of there. It's probably damaging the beach for the little turtles and stuff. So,
link is in the description, I believe. Should work.
To the Discord server.
I don't know if I've updated that or not yet. Let me give you 1 second here. I'll get a fresh link just in case. I know we've had issues with that in the past.
Yeah, I know they caught.
Always worried about is being out on the boat, like when it's rough near the jetties, and something going wrong with the boat, and then potentially drifting into those jetty rocks. Good Lord, that's
I've seen that happen, and that is a mess.
We had that. I think I got it. I do have a video on it. We were out there one time, and a boat on the opposite side from us. So we're at the north jetty. They're by the south jetty. This is at Aransas Pass, or Port Aransas. And we're fishing, and there's other boats around. Heard a little bit of noise over there, thinking somebody's got a fish. And then we noticed that they're trying to wave people down. There's all these boats much closer to them, just ignoring them. And their boat is drifting out, right? Instead of going into the rocks, they're drifting out, right? And I'm like, well, shit. And their boat was bigger than mine. I had that little 18-foot Mako, and there were other boats that could have done something, but nobody did. So we ended up pulling up anchor, going over there, throwing them a line, tying them off, and dragging their boat all the way back to the marina. My God, my boat was like, rah, and then it was rough out. So not just for us, but now we got a boat we're trying to tow. See the pressure of the waves and the rope between the two boats. You could feel it, you're surging and pulling back while you're trying to go. So, and I don't know, that sucked down a lot of gas towing another boat in like that.
I've been on both sides of that equation. It sucks both ways, but
me too. Luckily for me, it's just been on little lakes where I knew people would come get me, but never out there in the salt. And I knock on wood, I don't want that to happen.
My grandfather, and I probably should save this for a podcast episode or something like that, but he was real notorious for he'd take a little bay boat way offshore. We'd go 20 miles offshore, and he'd break down. We'd have to tow him 20 miles back.
Jesus.
Multiple times.
That's crazy.
And he'd be fishing the whole time, too. He'd be trolling while we're sitting there, going just slugging for 20 miles, or they get 12 miles or something like that,
That's a good thing about Cito. They'll bring, if you run out of fuel, they'll just bring fuel out to you, or they'll tow you in. So it's worth it. It's only like, I don't even think it was $200 for a year. So
yeah, it's a good
well
deal.
Worth it. Well worth it.
It's worth more than a warranty on your new truck.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Better cost at that too.
It's an insurance, kind of.
Yeah. For the worst of scenarios too.
Yes, exactly. Glad to have it. Hope I never use it.
On that note, gentlemen, we got 20 minutes left. What do you say we take a look at some photos from the past couple of weeks here?
Let's do it.
We got a lot to look at because we've got a lot of people with a lot of adventures. Wild Japan, I think this is called Gyataku, something along those lines. I'm totally butchering that. My apologies. But this is freaking awesome. He caught a fish, and he's doing this is the style of artwork they do, and I think that came out fantastic.
Is that where you put like the paint or something on it and put it on some type of board or something to get that print, basically?
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen that. That's cool.
He's working on that. I think that's awesome. I want to do that myself.
Yeah.
If I lived in Port Aransas, I would do that, like as a side business. Anytime I know the Geo part, it's the last end of it is what I got wrong. But like I would do that if I lived in Port Aransas. Like I would do that for people's trophy catches. I'd be on call to do this.
That'd be cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to drop that before we even got started.
Yeah, that's neat. All right, let's do it.
Yep. This is, of course, Photos of the Week from the Premier Fishing Hunting Discord server. Don't worry about that link in the description because that ain't working right now. Check out the one in the chat. Come and have some fun with us. We have a good time in there. Starting things off with those guys. I love this. This is just our outdoors. Guys who went out and got themselves some fresh air from all over the world.
Very cool.
I wish we knew where all these places were. I don't. We've got Daniel in Norway. Wild Japan, of course, is in Japan. Zizibi and Kurt Cobain, not sure where those two guys are at, but we've also got Outdoors Fishing Dream in Malaysia. So I love how global we are.
For a split second there, I thought he had a little guitar, ukulele, or something that he's playing. Just the image, the way he's holding his hands and stuff.
Oh, Edward, when you're watching this after the fact, first, please subscribe. Second, you need that. You need a little ukulele to be playing while you're out there. This dude goes into the mountains, he puts up a little tent, catches fish, and then sits there and cooks it. He's got some really good stuff.
Beautiful area.
Yeah. And pretty fish that they catch, too.
Yeah. You said the Philippines?
That's Malaysia.
Malaysia, okay.
Mm-hmm. Next up, Relax in Cape Franzes. Check out those guys. Check out that top right corner.
Holy snackanola. That is big.
Yeah. And he's catching that stuff off of a kayak.
What kind
off
of
of
is that?
With like an outrigger.
I wonder what kind of grouper that is.
Yeah, he's in the Philippines. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what they're getting over there. But we talked about this before. I think those are queen snapper they're getting.
Hey, look like queens.
Yeah. You know those are delicious.
Yeah, a couple snook there. Nice. That's on the bucket list. I've never caught a snook.
I want one that size.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I want to get into those. Next up, of course, Gunpoint Llama. We can't have a live stream without an entire slide dedicated to this gentleman and his girlfriend now. Congratulations for that awesome catch. You see he's working in Baitcaster. Some of his catches here are now like all Baitcaster stuff he's working on. Got a new PB bass, and he finally got himself a walleye. That's a first.
Nice.
Sweet. Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice bass.
Mm-hmm.
A big old bucket mouth on it.
Yep.
Want to say that was over? Oh, I don't even know the weight on it. We had the weight in the server now. I don't even remember what it was. It was awesome. It was a good catch. He had a few of them. Did not even come close to being able to post a number of pictures. This gentleman gets in here because he's catching fish every single day.
Nice.
Next up, we got Rate Homings and Dark Gamer. Dude, check out. Okay, so that pike for me is just stick, but I know that bass up there, I know that's something else.
Smallmouth.
Yep. Smallmouth. That's a nice big smallmouth.
Yeah, it is. That pike is really nice too.
He had a couple of them. He had probably 3 or 4 of those.
Wow. Sweet.
Yes.
Perch.
A few more guys here. Everybody catching stuff across the board.
All right. So what's that one looking for food? I misnamed that one time as a trigger, but it's not trigger.
It's one of those. It's some kind of trigger. That one specifically, I don't know what that specific one is.
Weird.
I've never seen that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah. A little shark down there.
I don't know that Hobo Central one, top right. I don't know what that is. Is that a tuatog?
I don't know. I can't see its face because our dang emblem's in the way.
Yeah. Here, maybe if I did. No.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. You can see it now. Let me see if I can make it
Said to cut
bigger.
the brain out. Sorry.
Make it bigger on my computer on here. That almost looks like that one catfish I was talking about the last time. From a
Oh,
different
no,
picture.
it was. No, it has a mouth like a bass. They were talking because there was like another guy who had one of these too, and the mouth was. They said they could lip it like a bass. Their mouth does a thing like that or whatever.
Huh. I don't know. Strange.
Zane says that one looks like a gray triggerfish.
What happened to Grant? Oh, there he is.
That's the screen layout. Cut him out when I did that. Sorry. Dude.
I like that.
I can leave.
No.
Been voted off.
That ain't happening.
Yeah, that's that one that you guys. Definitely have no idea what it is, but that Hobo Central caught.
Yeah.
I guess that
He's
was their
looking.
first fish ever. Says first fish on the picture.
Yeah, I want to say that was his first fish ever.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Some
And
crazy.
Ducky's breaking in a new rod. I remember that being a thing too. Something's going on with that picture there, whatever that was. That was something special too.
Pretty cool. Nice variety.
Yeah. Next up, EVR Clay Eagle. Clay got himself a new PB perch. EVR is just getting out there with some fresh air, happened to get some catches.
Mm-hmm.
Eagle actually had a couple of bass. I think there's more pictures of his coming up here in a minute. He had a couple of really good bass. Like every picture just kept getting better and better and better.
Good looking trout too.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of perch that is. That doesn't look like any kind of perch I know.
Uh-uh.
He must
Is
live
he
in
in-
Texas.
Is he in Texas where they call every small fish a perch?
Perch.
Yeah. Yeah, there's certain spots in the states that everything's a brim. Certain
Yeah.
spots, everything's a perch.
When I was in North Carolina, everything was a brim.
Something like
Bluegill, sunfish, shell cracker. No, they're all perch. Or they're all
Yep.
brim.
Little tiny sheepshead or spadefish, perch. Sergeant Majors.
Holy.
Yeah, check that out.
Wow. That's
I don't even have this
big.
gentleman's name.
I remember seeing that one. That's all it said was, "Hey, this is my friend's picture" or something.
Yeah,
My
Is that an
friend-
amberjack?
that's an amberjack.
Looks like, right? A big one, yeah. Then the other ones, I can't tell what they are, but they're big.
Those
Oh,
are
yeah.
queen snapper. This is K. Franzi's. It's
Those
his
are
friend.
queen snapper? Those are huge queen snapper. Holy smoke.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you got to use a chain hoist to lift the fish. It's big.
Yeah.
Right. When it starts bowing over your knee,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, his buddy picked it up and put it on his lap for him.
yeah, right.
That's not one you just.
They're
pick
like,
up and put
okay,
down.
okay, now we need you to hold it out to the camera for us.
Yeah.
Long arm it.
Not with that one. Looks like some good fishing got done.
Shoot, yeah.
Pike, some type of carp, some bass.
There we go. Eagle's got it. Oh, that's what it was. He had just like that gorgeous shot of that bass that I like at sunset. And I don't know what it is. I just love
A
shots.
lot of
pike.
people catching a lot of fish.
That too.
Yeah, exactly right. If you can't long arm it, that's when you start to really know you're getting into XL size.
Yep.
Ah, relax, man. You showed up. We were just looking at your pictures a couple minutes ago.
Tequila
You're
Tuesday. I like that. I gotta start doing tequila here.
no.
Some margaritas or something.
That can make for a bad night, man. That doesn't sound good. Hey, relax though. You got a big pat on the back for that snook, man. Or those snook. I think it's multiple snook.
Yeah, we did look at them.
Good shots, man.
We're envious.
Appreciate you hanging out with us here.
There we go.
Now, of course, we got some hunting stuff to take a look at, and you can't have hunting stuff without Zane dumping 1,000 pictures in the server and then pinging me on every single one of them to make sure.
Holy. Dang, those are beautiful deer.
He is, of course, the resident and current photographer of the week, by the way.
You got like 4 whitetail there and a muley. Very nice.
Nah, yeah, that's a muley over there on the left. But
Yeah.
I think those 4, that's all the same deer, isn't it?
You think is no, that top center is not the same as the other 2.
That
center is
Yeah, the
weird.
one in the middle might be different. I don't know. I think that's all 4 of the same deer. Just
Nah.
different clothes.
Look at
Zane
the
needs
rack on the
some
top
clarity on
center.
this.
It's very narrow compared to the one on the, say, on the right.
You just can't see the brow tines. The brow tines all look the same to me.
Top center, I don't even see brown tines on that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's true.
Here, let me make it
Can't
bigger.
see them. See if I can zoom in. No, I can't.
Yeah, there's got like a little 1 or 2 inch brow tine on one side. I can't even see it on the other side.
Left and right are the same. One on the left.
Yeah, those 2 look about the same. I agree with that.
Cool. Nice deer. Congrats, Zane.
Heck yeah, man. Golly. Oh, we got more deer out there. Look at that.
Oh man, it's hunting season, dude. People are tearing it up in there.
I can't tell. What is that farmer Derby is holding? Is that pheasant or something?
I'm not sure, to be honest. So that was a really low resolution shot. I had a hard time. I didn't have input as to what that was.
Some kind of bird, maybe a duck.
It's like a ringneck pheasant.
Ringneck, okay. There's some dove up there.
Some wood
We got a
ducks.
duck up there too. What is that?
Wood ducks.
Those are wood ducks, the females?
The one by itself is a hen, and then the 2 is a pair.
Yeah, I can't see their heads. Oh yeah, there you go. I can see it now. So we got so the little hog.
Yeah, that one in the middle top, that's got a crazy extra beam.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Hope you get that one.
yeah, that would be. Imagine that on the wall. That's a nice one.
You know what? I think he's good, to be honest with you, because he got. Where'd it go? No, I'm missing a slide. Oh, anyway, okay, so I'll show you the slide here in just a second. So this gentleman, the guy who got that buck bent right there in the very middle of the top, so he didn't get that guy, but he did get another one.
That top left one that was money bags, man, that rack is beautiful.
He's got a
It's
couple of
symmetrical.
photos of that guy. I think he got him. I think he got that. He got that buck.
Yeah. Farmall says his is different than mine. His was different. It was like one side was one genetics and the other side was a different genetic. It was like one side was the typical. It was a good buck.
Typical was non-typical.
Yeah, he was unique.
All right, so we got a couple minutes left here. We need to know who is going to be the photographer of the week. We're going to take a couple of them this week, guys. We want to. We need to add to because we took a week off here. So one of those is Bent. I am sorry that I don't have a better photo of his, but you can see from here like what I was talking about with that photo that he got. It was a good one. And I don't know what happened, where that slide went, but that was that was a heck of a shot.
Man,
But these are our options for this week. We've got Dark Gamer with that nice smallmouth bass. Zane, of course, with a wicked buck. Kim Francis's friend with that insane amberjack. Bent with, I don't know what that is.
That's oh come on. You can shoot them here in Texas.
And then Eagle with a gorgeous bass, by the way.
Oh, come on. Zane, pop in and say what that is. D.
Yeah, help me out with that, please.
It's
I don't know what that is.
oh golly, I've had one before. I've killed one. Not like that. Axis. There we go. Thank you, Ben.
That's an Axis? That's
Yeah,
insane.
that's a full-grown Axis.
Yeah, I didn't know they got like that.
Oh my goodness, I don't know. Zane says he can't vote for somebody who's not in the live.
Oh, hey, I'm not going to argue that.
I'm having a hard. This is the hardest time I've had because we got a good mix of hoofed and water animals here. I like every single one of those photos. I don't think we have any other axis on the board.
I don't think we do.
Man, it's a beautiful animal. Oops, I voted the wrong person. There we go.
Bait the hook. I did see where you posted in the Discord. It is there's a thing called photo. What do you call it? A page?
Yeah, the channel, the section. I think it's called a channel.
Man,
Where was that actually shot? I don't know. I don't have information on that, I'm afraid. He didn't talk much about it. He came in, posted a couple of pictures, and had some conversations with some of the guys. We didn't get any explanation on this one in particular.
Man, you got some good-looking animals in there.
I don't know what the count is, but I'm gonna vote for B.
It looks like D is running away with it.
It's tied at the moment. We got Zane and Bent are both 4 apiece with Kim Francis' friend. He's pulling up third with 3 votes.
Let's see. I'll vote. How can you? Oh, okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 5 for D. Let's see. 1, 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wait. We got one more for D and one more for B.
Let's see. 3 more for B.
3C.
David Martin's right. It is a tough call.
Did they get fed this morning?
I don't. Well, you said you're picking 2, right?
Yeah, we're taking the top 2, and right now it's B and D.
Yeah, it is. I don't think it's going to change either.
I'm not seeing it. Anybody else got any final things they want to pop in on this? We've got 30 seconds, and then we're going to call it.
1.
And yeah, hey, Gunpoint, I am sorry about that, man. You had one of those times where it was like 2 weeks worth of photos that everybody's competing against. So we're taking 2, but also you're competing against hunting season now. I know that's not entirely fair, but now we got 2 more for D&B. You got robbed on this one a little bit is what I'm trying to say, and it's not the first time that's happened. Zane got robbed a couple weeks ago.
It looks like you got your 2.
That's it, man. D is AI. That is it, guys. I want to say congratulations to Zane and Bent. You guys did a fantastic job. You set the bar for what kind of week we all wish we were having. Congratulations on winning the Photographer of the Week. We will have you added to the Wall of Fame, and looking forward to seeing you added up there. I'll have all that added here pretty quick.
Awesome.
Congrats.
Good job.
Not a bad argument. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, but we don't go back and look and see how they got them or where. You can get low fence
It's y'all's vote. I only got 1 vote.
Yeah, it just depends on how much money you got.
Yep. Whose fence you're willing to
Or how lucky you are.
Yeah. Maybe try tungsten next time.
That was funny. That was funny. I like that one.
All right, so we're running a little bit short on time. We do need to shut things down. We're going to be talking about all of the things that we need to be doing this winter next week. So don't miss out. Come and join us in the Discord server. Have some fun. Show us your pictures. Go out and have an amazing weekend. Most importantly, go get some fresh air. Go do your things so that we have all kinds of fun things that we can talk about next time. Gentlemen, hope you all have a wonderful evening. John, Grant, enjoyed it, man.
Peace out, folks.
Great evening. Have a great week. Post those pictures in the Discord.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Good night, guys.
Good night.